One time, I was talking to my homeboy, and he was still in the street. You know, I ain't gonna say no names or nothing like that. He was still in the street heavy. He was like, I say, what are you trying to buy? Because you got a Bentley, you got trucks, you got this and that. What are you trying to get to? He said, man, I need $250,000 so I can get to this blah, 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 blah. I said, so do you think the Fed's going to get you before you get $250,000? Do you think somebody going to tap you in your head before you get $250,000? Do you think one of your fake homeboys going to snitch on you before you get $250,000? Chances high, right? Very high. Not too many dope boys get $250,000 cash without getting knocked up or being working. It just doesn't happen. So I said, let me give you a plan that can help you. I got somebody that can fix your credit for $1,500 and get you to an 800 credit score, right? And will strengthen it to the point where you can go and get a $250,000 line of credit. For $2,000 is all it's going to cost you in about 4 months of your time. In 4 months, would you have made $250,000? He said, nah. He said, so you telling me it's that easy? I said, it's going to take about that time to repair your credit, and then you can go get the line of credit. You get paid with other people's money. You don't use your money. Your money's supposed to be your money, and you leverage it. You leave it there, and the bank say, oh, he cool. Because I don't know if y'all know, but the bank don't lend you money if you don't have no money. I just thought I'd let you know. So you leverage what you do have, and you pool your friends together with their credit. And then you go and get the money. And then you have a plan for the money. And once you have a plan, you start executing. But guess what? If you're in the street hustling trying to get that $250,000, you don't even know about credit yet. You couldn't have. Because if you knew about credit, you wouldn't be wasting your time selling dope trying to get $250,000, which is a nightmare. It's not going to happen for you. Because you're going to spend a lot of money because you make it fast. You're going to trick off with your little girlfriends because you get a lot of them when you sell dope. You get a lot of girls, this and that. You want the jewels. They get old. You want some new ones. The Jordans old. They last year. You need some fresh joints. Lying or not. So it keeps you out there just long enough for the feds to kick that door and have you here. When you get here, you forced to sell drugs. Why are you forced to sell drugs? Because that lawyer want that bag. And the lawyer don't care if you don't have the money because he'll let you go to prison. And if you get a court appointed, they work for the state. Which means they're really not concerned with your little stink case. You going to prison. So guess what? It's faster to use your sense. So now here come the God play. You start praying. Okay, God, send me the wisdom to know what to do with my life. I'm confused. I don't know what to do. I don't even know where to start. Okay, I ain't going to sit around thinking about how to get this money now. I know God going to show me a way. I just gave y'all a simple way to get right to the credit, get your credit straight, get you a bag, but you got to have a plan. Because if you get the money without a plan, so then once you ask for that wisdom, God starts showing you. And then once you start getting shown, you get excited. If you don't have nothing to wake you up in the morning, you're not living yet. I don't have no alarm clock. I ain't no clock to get here. I want to be here. So I was excited last night. I woke up at 6:30. I don't need a clock. What I do is passionate. So when you find your passion, you found what God built you to do. This not work. I do this in front of 100,000 people. They pay me a big check. This not work. This is what I like to do. I like to get somebody's mind elevated to where they can be something bigger than what they ever dreamed they could be. That's my job. So this ain't work. So when you find something that don't feel like work, you're going to pop up. I'm going to give you an example. When you was in high school, you might have dreaded it every day. Man, I got to get up and go to this joint. Because I'm older than y'all. I used to be watching Flintstones and this and that. I'm trying to watch TV, eat some cereal. Anything I can think of to get across that street, I ain't going over there. Late all the time, right? Don't want to do it. Let them say we going to Kings and Maine on a field trip Thursday. I don't have no clock. My mother ain't in the room. I'm on her door. Get up. We got to go to Kings and Maine. You going to make me late. Know why? Because that's what I'm passionate about. I want to go to Kings and Maine. I don't want to go to school, but I want to go to school to go to Kings and Maine. So guess what? That day, no clock necessary, right? Today, we older and we out of school. And if you're not in college, even if you are, you finding dreams now. Don't stop dreaming. Never mind if your friends around you don't have no dreams. Because I'm telling y'all right now, if you don't pick your friends right, the ones you looking at the most, you're going to become. The ones you looking at the most, you're going to become. It's happened. It's habit. Everybody you surround yourself with. So if everybody smoke tree all day, you smoking tree all day. If everybody trying to figure out how they going to sell some dope, you're going to figure out a way to sell dope with your homies. But if you separate yourself a little bit and you and God start talking a little bit. You know, they might not always be your friends no more. That just mean they weren't cool with you like that anyway. But once you start doing something and having passion for it, you're gone. I got a passion for films. I got a passion for houses. I look at these buildings around here that's vacant, and I go write them down, and I call my agent and say, tell me what this building is. Tell me who owns this building, blah, blah, blah. Because I want to turn it beautiful. I want to rehab it, and I want to put some people in it, and blah, blah, blah. Passionate. So that's why I'm up early in the morning. What's y'all passion? If you don't have one, pray to God to say, what would I do for free? What would I wake up to do and they don't have to pay me? That's your passion. If you would just get up and do it. If you would just get up and say, you know what? I'm a motivational speaker at heart. I'm going to do it. I have an internet talk show that for 2 years I paid out of pocket to do it. Why would I pay to do a show? Because eventually the sponsorship was coming. Eventually you get a bag for doing the show. But I like to do it. So I stand up on that show and for 2 years straight. Blah, 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 blah. People like, man, you still paying for that joint? You supposed to have already got sponsorship. It's coming. So when you listen to other people, the main reason most people are in your ear telling you what you can't be and do, they don't see it in themselves. So a hater is really somebody who just envy what you're trying to do. They really fans just waiting to bust loose. They don't really want to hate, but they don't see the potential. When I was going to write this book, you know what they said? I can't use the language, but I'm going to just clean it up. Man, Joe, you can't write no book. Don't nobody want to read your stories. They don't know you. These are my friends. What kind of friend is that? You don't supposed to write a book. They don't know you. They're not going to read your book. I got 6 stars on Amazon. My book ready to be a film. Don't write the book. So I said, have you ever wrote a book? Nah, that's what I'm saying though, man. We don't. See, they going by what we know. None of my friends are authors and this and that. Now they are. But at that time, not so much. So if I would have listened to them, guess what? You do nothing. You do nothing. So it's time to make your parents proud. It's time to stand up and be men. And we're going to say, because we haven't been men for a while. I'm talking about myself included. And so I got another documentary coming out called Damaged Goods, Is It Me? And it just means that all of us in this room have had some issues when we was babies and getting a little bigger that affected us today. Rape, molestation, physical abuse, mental abuse, abandonment. I was abandoned as a kid. So if a person tried to, if I got in a relationship and a person, the minute you start some trash, I'm out. Because I already see that it might end quick or it might not go good. So I just cut it off. That come from a kid. That didn't come from when I was older. So see, we still have these things we dealing with now. It's time for us to man up, understand who the plug really is. It's cool to have a relationship with God. They made it seem not so cool because of the people and the religion and how they taught you religion instead of principle and spirituality. So they made it feel like God was distant from you. I have friends that's giving up on the word of God right now because they don't have enough in them to understand it. So it's like, man, well, where God at right now? I said, where your faith right now? God don't have to prove it to you. He already did everything. So if you don't believe in him, why he going to keep trying to convince you in 2017? He not. So let's wake up and be men. Get connected. Plug. He is the plug. I swear to you, he is the plug. You say, nah, man, blah, blah. I've been praying for a long time. Did you believe in your prayer? If you talk to God and you don't believe it, don't talk to God. It's a waste of time. If you went to your father and you said, well, I know he ain't going to do it, but I'm going to just ask him anyway, chances are he probably won't. If you went to your father and said, I believe in my father, he always do what I say, he going to come through for me, chances are he probably will. You have what you say you have. And on that note, let's get into the pursuit of happiness. How many of you love the movie, hate the movie?
I loved it. I liked it.
Was it inspirational?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's break it down a little bit. I watched it last night again because it's one of my favorite movies. I'm in a child custody situation. I'm not going to be too personal, but I haven't seen my son in 5 years. And I spent $22,000 some change fighting on this custody case. Won't quit, but it's tough. So this was kind of tied into my life a little bit because it made me feel a way. I looked at him and his struggle. So what's the first thing you guys recognized when you saw the movie? Like, when it first came on, this is what I first saw.
He couldn't take care of his son or himself.
He couldn't take care of his son or himself. Right away you notice that he's in a struggle coming through the door. The first thing I heard them say in the narrative is he didn't meet his daddy until he was 28 years old. How many people had their fathers, their biological fathers in their life in here? Raise your hand, homie. You want homie right here? Nobody else? This is the problem. I didn't have my father, right? I identify with y'all. So then I didn't play sports. Super good in sports. Know why I ain't play? Because I got sick of going to the games and everybody's daddy there. Come on, yeah, Joe, that's my son, and blah, blah, blah. And then Stan Long show up and hit home runs and run jokers over on the field. And they parents cheered. But my parents was absent. I quit. You see? So you see what can happen to you right away? This young man right here didn't even meet his father until he was 28. So right away it told me that his father was absent in the house. What's the second thing you guys notice?
Yes, pay baby money.
The second thing that I noticed is that he was in a dysfunctional relationship. He had a crazy whatever she was.
She wasn't trying to struggle with them. Right.
She wasn't trying to struggle with him. What else?
She was struggling. She was just tired of struggling.
Okay, but how many know when you get a rider beside you, it ain't no such thing as tired of struggling.
Exactly.
If you have a woman with you that tell you I'm tired of struggling, she can say I'm tired of struggling. She just can't abandon the ship. I get tired of struggling, but I still got to stay the course. So what else did you see this woman do that was detrimental to him?
She left. She should never did.
She left in the middle of the whole thing. What does that do to us as men when we feel abandoned, when we feel alone?
It
Makes us feel crazy, right? It makes us feel like we don't have no hope. It makes us feel like we gotta fight this battle by ourselves. It makes us feel like we're not worthy because she don't have enough respect to stay. This is all what he's feeling. But what did he say in the midst of it?
Don't take my son away from me.
You take my son with me. He's staying here. Now, did he have a car?
No.
Gotta
He
take it,
had
right?
one, but he just took me.
Not really.
Did he have a lavish lifestyle?
No.